Hello, welcome all. Today we are going to discuss few MCQs on Edwardian period. Those who have not watched the descriptive video, please do watch to get a clear idea about the social and political background of Edwardian era. First question, when was the Edwardian era? 1901 to 1910. Who ruled during the Edwardian period? Edward VII. What ended the Edwardian era? First World War. Who are the Edwardian novelists? E.M. Forster, Joseph Conrad, and H.G. Wells. Who are Edwardian poets? In Edwardian poetry, Kenneth Milliard considers together 7 poets: Henry Newbolt, John Masefield, Thomas Hardy, Edward Thomas, A.E. Houseman, John Davidson, and Rupert Brooke. Who wrote Edwardian poetry? Kenneth Milliard. Which of the following is not a work by H.G. Wells? The Time Machine, The War of the Worlds, The Invisible Man, A Study in Scarlet. Option D, A Study in Scarlet is the right answer because it's written by Arthur Conan Doyle. Other 3 works, The Time Machine, The War of the Worlds, and The Invisible Man, all the 3 are written by H.G. Wells. Who among the following writers doesn't belong to Edwardian era? Option C, Matthew Arnold is the right answer. H.G. Wells, Joseph Conrad, and Arthur Conan Doyle, all the 3 belongs to Edwardian era. Which writer of Edwardian era is known as Shakespeare of science fiction? H.G. Wells. Of whom did Joseph Conrad make the remark, "O realist of the fantastic"? H.G. Wells. Who is the main character in The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells? Griffin, a scientist. In which English country is The Invisible Man set? Sussex. What is the title of H.G. Wells' 1897 story about a man who finds a window into the planet Mars, The Crystal Egg? What are the 2 main stories of The Time Machine? Adventure Tale of the Eloy and Morlocks in the year 800 and 2701 AD. The second is the science fiction of The Time Machine. The protagonist of H.G. Wells' 1895 novel, The Time Machine, lives in which city? London. In The Time Machine, what does the traveler bring back with him as proof of his travels? 2 flowers. In H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, Earth is invaded by aliens from where? Mars. What is the subtitle of the play The Nigger of the Narcissus, A Tale of the Forecastle, A Tale of the Sea? Who is the central character in the novel The Nigger of the Narcissus? The central character is an Afro-Caribbean man who is ill at sea. Who is the author of the work The Secret Agent? Joseph Conrad. Who is the double agent in The Secret Agent? Verloc. Which story by Joseph Conrad is a story of death and violence? The Secret Agent. The setting in most of Joseph Conrad's novels is his experiences of the sea. Who said, "I deal with all period, but I never study any period but the present"? Joseph Conrad. Who is the central character in The Secret Agent? Mr. Adolph Verloc. The work The Secret Agent is dedicated to whom? H.G. Wells. Which of the novel by Joseph Conrad includes the characters Captain McQueer, Solomon Rout, Young Jokes, etc.? Typhoon. In which year Rudyard Kipling was awarded Nobel Prize for Literature? 1907. Who is known as a writer of the empire? Rudyard Kipling. Who was the voice of imperialism? Rudyard Kipling. Who wrote the poem If? Rudyard Kipling. Who wrote the famous poem Mandalay? Rudyard Kipling. Who is the author of the work A Passage to India? E.M. Forster. E.M. Forster belongs to Bloomsbury Group. Who wrote Celestial Omnibus? E.M. Forster. E.M. Forster's essays are known by the name of Abinger Harvest. E.M. Forster's Celestial Omnibus is a collection of short stories. Who mentioned D.H. Lawrence as the greatest imaginative writer of his generation? E.M. Forster. Who is the critic who introduced the words flat character and round character? E.M. Forster. Which of the following works doesn't belong to E.M. Forster? Where Angels Fear to Tread, The Longest Journey, Typhoon, A Room with a View. Typhoon is the correct answer. The title of the Where Angels Fear to Tread by E.M. Forster is taken from which of the works by Alexander Pope? The title comes from a line in Alexander Pope's An Essay on Criticism for Fools Rush in Where Angels Fear to Tread. The characters Mr. Emerson, Lucy Honeychurch, Eleanor Lavish belong to which play by E.M. Forster? Room with a View. The great critic F.R. Lewis places Joseph Conrad in his book, The Great Tradition. Who wrote the novel Under Western Eyes? Joseph Conrad. What is Joseph Conrad's Under Western Eyes about? It is a desperate story of a lonely Russian student. Who is the author of the famous works Anna of the Five Towns, The Old Wife's Tale? Arnold Bennett. Who wrote the novel Kim? Rudyard Kipling. Who is Kim? An Irish orphan in Lahore. Who was the first British poet laureate? Rudyard Kipling. Who were part of the Bloomsbury Group? Virginia Woolf, E.M. Forster, Lytton Strachey. Subscribe and press bell icon to get notification. Thank you.